In terms of writing, I do miss it. I think I need to work on characters. I'm actually going to be completely honest. I'm just having a breakdown. I'm overwhelmed. And I just have like so much going on up in here. Good afternoon everyone, so welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. My name is Chloe and I am a writer and a musician here on YouTube, and I am 20 years old, working 16 hours in retail, yes, part-time. And it is now October the 14th, is it the 14th? Yes, October the 14th. It's Thursday and it's about, well, it's currently about 1:05 in the afternoon. So I feel like we need to have a bit of a chat about writing, because yes, this is a writing vlog where I actually hopefully do get some writing done, because I now pretty much have nothing else to work on apart from, well, music and rebranding my channel, which I'm not doing quite yet, so I don't need to worry about that. If you didn't know, I have now officially started my hiatus from YouTube, and the whole purpose is to actually just focus on writing, because I haven't wrote in a really long time. I have a couple of different projects that I've kind of been working on, kind of not. I think the last time I actually properly wrote anything was July, like consistently, but I haven't really done anything consistent since July when I did Camp NaNoWriMo. I think I just really burnt myself out quite badly with the July Camp NaNoWriMo, which is why I am not participating in NaNoWriMo, like the main event this year, because one, I don't have the energy for it, and two, I don't want to have to do something every single day, because I know that that just does not work for me, and honestly I do feel a little bit traumatized from the July event. In terms of writing, I do really want to get back into everything, because I have really missed it. And so at this point it's not even like a need, it's a want, because I miss it that much. With my projects, so as many of you will know, I did kind of start working on some fun projects kind of in August, and that first one was called Festival FOMO, the working title anyway. I haven't worked on that in a while, and I don't really plan on working on it anytime soon. And then the other fun project is Nothing But Everything to Hide, which is going to be something that I do still publish online. It's still going to be a fun project, and I do still want to work on it, but I feel like we just need to talk about Scarlet Blood Skies, because yeah, I do miss it. I miss it quite a lot. I need a drink actually, hang on a sec. But yes, I have actually been thinking about Scarlet Blood Skies quite a lot recently, just like in general, and kind of just thinking about, you know, what do I want to change and everything like that. Because obviously, if you didn't know, I have been reading, well, I say I have been reading Story Genius. I haven't read it in a really long time, but I did start reading this in July when I was kind of struggling with Scarlet Blood Skies originally. And so because I've been reading Story Genius, I have started thinking about, you know, what I'd like to change, how the book actually needs to change, because I just, you know, want to make it the best that it can be. Actual plans for this month, slash like while I'm on hiatus, not really this month. It is just kind of weird because my hiatus is starting in the middle of the month, going into the next month, in the middle of next month. So I reckon it's probably a case of like the plan for like while I'm on hiatus. Writing wise, I think the plan for while I'm on hiatus is going to be to maybe try and finish reading Story Genius, but it honestly just depends on, I don't really have a reason why I won't be able to finish this in the next 4 weeks. It will just mean that I really have to throw myself back into a routine, whether I like it or not. Other plans for this month / next 4 weeks. I'm just going to say next 4 weeks, it's just so much easier. I really want to kind of finish outlining Nothing But Everything to Hide, and that means the beat sheet and the chapter outline. I don't know if / when I'm actually going to write that, because it is a fun project, like I said, so I don't know how the drafting process of that is actually going to go. But in terms of Scarlet Blood Skies, I don't want to make any big plans for it, because I don't want to get my hopes up with it, because obviously, you know, it is my main project. I would still like to work on it, but I'm just going to be taking it quite slowly. I think for me, I just don't really have like a deadline for Scarlet Blood Skies, apart from the fact that, you know, ideally I want to finish reading Story Genius in the next 4 weeks, and then I can start making notes from that for Scarlet Blood Skies. So ideally I want to have all of those notes finished by, I want to say, mid-December, maybe even the beginning of December, because I then want to be able to outline the whole book again, to be able to actually start working on it properly in the next year. So that's kind of like what the next few months are gonna look like. But in terms of like the next 4 weeks, I do think that ideally for me the next step for Scarlet Blood Skies is going to be reading through what I've already got of it, because if you didn't know, I am technically on the 4th / 5th draft of it, and yes, I plan on doing a complete overhaul of it because I just don't currently like how it is. So my next step for that is to read through the last draft that I did and kind of just make notes on elements that I know I want to keep, or notes on the things I want to change, just notes about the whole thing. I don't really know what else to say about it because it's just been so long since I actually worked on something. But I do actually want to do something today, but I'm not sure what. I think I'm actually going to work on Nothing But Everything to Hide in the beat sheet. But now, the other thing that I want to kind of get into is talking about reading in these vlogs, because I feel like it's kind of relevant, because as a writer it's always important to be reading. I have been on a reading binge lately and the book that I am currently reading is Sleepless in Manhattan by Sarah Morgan, and so far I'm enjoying it. I'm on page 115. And then recently, the last 2 books that I read before that were Lying About Last Summer by Sue Woolman. I thoroughly enjoyed this. I read this in like 1.5 weeks. Not even lying about that. I'm not lying about that. Wow, no pun intended. I'm sorry about that. And then the book that I read before that was Instructions for a Second-Hand Heart by Tamsin Murray. I realised like a few weeks ago when I finished reading this that Jill Mansell kind of left a review on this. I literally have a Jill Mansell book on my bookshelf, so I have a feeling that I'm going to love that book as well. The one that I haven't read yet, by the way. And I literally read this. This is a fairly thick book. I read this in like 2 weeks. So yeah, I have definitely been on a reading binge lately. 323 pages. That's pretty good. I was planning on getting like an hour of bookwork done before lunch, but that's not going to happen because I need to sort out my prescription, and I do kind of want to go get my lunch soon, because even though I not long had breakfast, I really need to get back into a routine with everything, literally everything writing, sleeping, because I woke up at 10 this morning, and that's not like me whatsoever. All I'll really get done writing wise today will be 20 minutes before lunch and maybe a bit after lunch as well. Good morning, good afternoon rather, because it's technically the afternoon but it still feels like the morning. Today, it is now Saturday the 16th of October and it is currently about 10 past 12 as you saw. I have been up since about 8:30. I've been awake since about 8:30. I got out of bed at like 9. And this morning I've just been doing, you know, my morning routine and everything, but that's not the point of this vlog, because yes, it's a Saturday, I don't have anything else going on, so yes, I'm going to be working on bookwork. Oh, I have already like started the day, I've done my morning routine and everything, and I just had a little play on my guitar, which is, you know, why it's out at the moment, because I haven't played guitar in a really long time. Today, the original plan was to read through Story Genius, not Story Genius. Today's original plan was to read through Scarlet Blood Skies and like the last draft that I did of it, because I think I started working on like the 5th draft and just stopped halfway through. So it's half 5th draft, half 4th draft, so 4.5. I kind of thought to myself, well, I haven't finished reading Story Genius yet, so I don't think it's a very good idea reading through SBS until I've actually finished reading Story Genius, because it just doesn't make any sense and I still feel like I need some distance from it. So instead I'm just going to work on Nothing But Everything to Hide today, and I was going to kind of work on like the plot and the outline and everything like that, but actually I think I need to work on characters today instead, or I could probably do like a bit of both, because I have a whole list of characters here and only one character profile, and that's not like me. So I have some other character profile, like I have some blank character profiles that I can fill in today with all of these characters here. I just really need to figure out, you know, what these characters look like, their race, their ethnicity, everything like that, because I do want to keep it diverse and I don't want it to like feel, I just don't like having all white British characters, so I need to figure out their nationalities as well. I feel like I'm rushing through this, but like I like having diversity in my book because I feel like it's just realistic, you know. And I also do kind of need to figure out Bryony's best friends. So there's Karina, Effie and Nevaeh. So I'll probably do them, like their character profiles, after Bryony's family. If you didn't know, my main character in Nothing But Everything to Hide, it's called Bryony Alina Genevieve Whitaker. She is 20 years old. In a film, school, I haven't really figured out that part as much, but Genevieve is the name of her mother, who unfortunately passes away when she was young. Or not that young, like 2 to 3 years ago, I'm thinking, because of the nature of how she died. And she lives with her older brother Reese, which is spelled R-H-Y-S, and her dad Darren. And then I need to figure out more about the love interest, the new manager, Matt Prescott. Yeah. Oh, that was the other thing I was going to say. The original idea for this was just a staff, like a store assistant falling in love with a manager. It's just a lot more than that now. And I'm really discovering a lot about Bryony. And so I think I'm just going to get on with it because I want to get at least an hour done before lunch. It is now 3:30 and I have just had my lunch. Yeah, I kind of took a bit of a longer lunch break than I usually do, because I'm pretty sure that was about 2 hours when it's usually just 1.5. But I did successfully get an hour done before lunch. I still feel like I'm not in focus. And in that hour that I did, I managed to do, actually I'm going to show you this. I managed to do 3 whole character profiles. So this one is for the love interest, Matt Prescott. Wow, it kind of took me a while to kind of figure out what zodiac sign I felt that each character was, and I kind of just knew that Matt would be, I think I wanted Matt to be like an earth sign, so he is a Capricorn, and then I kind of had to decide when his birthday actually is, and it took me a while to kind of figure out like their appearance. So Matt is sea green with gold flecks. I was meant to put flecks in there, but I forgot. And then his hair colour is ash brown, wavy to the nape of his neck. Sometimes has it up in a man bun, which I do think is quite hot. But that's just me. Some people might not. And then I've got Darren's, which is Bryony's dad. This is just kind of an overview. I kind of figured he would be, I think, a water sign. No, he is an air sign. And then Reese, which is Bryony's brother, who is only about 2 years older than her, is, oh, he's a Pisces. That's a water sign, because Bryony is a fire sign. She's actually a Leo. Yeah, Leo. I kind of just got this feisty vibe, this fiery vibe off of her, like she's quite angry, and yeah, so I just thought it fit perfectly that she was a Leo. No, I've never actually done it like this before, basing the zodiac sign around their personality. I've never really believed in that, but now apparently I do. That is all that I've got so far, but I would like to do some more character profiles now that I have had lunch. I would love to do like another hour and then go on my walk maybe, and then when I come back I can do another hour. So the idea is, yes, to get 3 hours done today. And can you believe it? I'm actually writing in this vlog. That's just the thought of that is insane. I just don't know how long this is gonna last for, but maybe I should think about pacing myself. But anyway, I think the next 3 major character profiles I want to work on are Karina Sterling, who is one of Bryony's best friends, Effie Monroe, who is her best friend, like the one she's closest to, but she has like a best friend group with all of her best friends. Like, I feel like that's just kind of standard. I don't really know what I'm trying to say. And then her last best friend, Nevaeh Monroe, who I was thinking about being Effie's like sister, but I'm now thinking maybe they would be better off being cousins, Effie and Nevaeh. I actually quite like the name Nevaeh, and I don't know why. But yeah, I'm just excited about this. And then I think once I've done those 3, I can then focus on developing all of the minor characters. It is now a lot later, as you can tell. It's actually about 9:05. I not long had dinner, but since I think the last time I vlogged, I've actually been on my walk as well. I just didn't really fancy vlogging too much throughout the day. I don't know why, but for some reason when I film like autumnal slash full vibe videos, I want to have like a lot of vibes, you know, with the candles burning, the crazy lighting, and the long pyjamas. Yes, I mean pyjamas look a bit crazy, but they're actually incredibly comfy. They are from Primark, and I am just so excited to jump into writing for the evening. Not even writing, but I would really like to kind of work on the plot, and not just the plot, but like character backstories as well, because I think I'm actually going to stop with character profiles for the day and just work on character development and backstories like that, and not like about appearance, but more so personality and their backstory, everything like that. And then parts of the plot, because I keep getting these like different scene ideas. I keep getting just a load of ideas really that I just need to get all out. And so I'm going to open up my brain dump document so I can just have a bit of a brain dump, to be honest. I feel like I've just got a lot going on up here. And I also feel like I'm going to get questions about the mask hanging in the background in front of my careful or you'll end up in my novel sign. I just put it there because I thought to myself, where really is the best place to store your masks? And I thought, oh, I'll put it on a hook. I have 2 hooks. One for like clothes, and then one for my calendar. So I just chucked it there, and it seems to work, but then again, I guess it's not the best place. Anyway, I'm excited. I am gonna get to writing. Not even writing, I'm just like brainstorming at this point.
I've been alone for what seems like forever. Try to hold it together, but I'm losing my grip. I need someone who can make me feel better. Wrap me up in a sweater, treat my pain with a kiss. Then suddenly you are here, inside my head, everywhere. Where did you come from? I'm wondering, baby, are you made up of for real? Say, can you feel what I feel? 'Cause I can tell if I'm just dreaming. I wish I had a girl like you, and I wish you could be real, but you're not really here, and I don't wanna wake up without you. But tonight
Good afternoon, everyone. So it is now Monday, the 18th of October, and it is currently about 10 past 1. I'm starting the day kind of late, but then also not like, as in like, I've just been work-wise when I say just starting the day. I've been up since about 8:30 doing my makeup and straightening my hair. It just seems to take me a very long time, and I would love to get some bookwork done today. I just have no clue how much I'm actually going to get done. The goal is an hour today, but I'm not entirely sure if that's going to happen. I think it might be a case of doing like half an hour before lunch and then half an hour after. Yesterday I actually went ahead and downloaded Natalia Lee's Preptober workbook for this year, and I will make sure to leave that link down below for you to check out if you would like to. And the reason why I actually decided to like donate and download it is because even though I'm not participating in NaNoWriMo this year, I am still kind of like prepping to write. I just thought it would be beneficial for me to have something like the workbook to just kind of help me out with everything. And it's 80 pages long, and I have already been looking through it, and I know that I won't need or want all of the pages. So just a quick run through. I might download this just for like as like a front cover type thing, because I don't even know how I'm going to like store any of the pages just yet. Obviously I'm not going to print out the blank pages, I just think that's so unnecessary and a waste. But I won't be printing this off. Maybe I'll do the table of contents, so if there's something that kind of catches my eye and I want to use the page, I can literally just look at it and see what page it actually is, and then it just makes it easier, you know. So I might print that out. It honestly just depends. Won't print that out. I mean, I guess for some people they would just print out the whole thing and have it that way, but because I'm not really participating in NaNoWriMo this year, I just don't think there's much point. Probably won't print this off. Master to-do list, I might print off. These October planning things, planning pages, I probably won't print off. Live stream tracker, maybe. Honestly, just depends. Word count, calendar. Obviously, I won't be printing that off because that is like purely for the month of November. Word sprint tracker though, I might, because that might really be helpful for me, because hopefully it probably won't be until like mid-November, but I will be writing, just not at the very beginning. Self-care bingo, maybe. Setting goals, no, probably not. Writing routines is a definite, along with the writing schedule page. This is the part that I'm most excited for, because yeah, I just really need to work on that and just work on like a writing routine, an actual like writing schedule. No to writing rituals, or actually I might do. There are quite a lot that I just won't print out, but then it might be a good idea to print them off at a later point. Well, especially this one. I think I might actually print this out because it's a what's your book about page, and you've got like novel idea, main problem at, maybe not then. This is out of focus, I'm sorry. There we go, we're back. Obviously I won't need to do like a meet your main character. I've already got a character profile for that. Maybe I'll print the advanced details off for my main character, but like I said, there are just quite a lot that there's no point me printing off. But settings sheet I might actually print off because I have a feeling I'm going to need some world building for this book. And then choosing your point of view, no point, or the tense. And then maybe I'll do a basic outline with this page. Or I definitely want to do like a blurb outline because I do plan on putting nothing but everything to hide on Wattpad, so it will definitely need like a blurb. So that'll be a page I do want to print out, but not this one, that's just an example, but this one. And that is basically it for the pages that I plan on printing out, because like I said, I'm not participating in NaNoWriMo for lots of reasons, so I'm not doing Preptober. However, I am like preparing and outlining and everything like that, so in a way I'm doing Preptober, but I'm just not participating in NaNoWriMo like officially anyway. But obviously at some point I will be writing, just not actually writing with others, if that makes any sort of sense. Basically I'll just be writing at some point in November. Good afternoon everyone. So it is now Tuesday the 19th of October. It's currently about 25 to 1 for me. As you can see, I'm actually going to be completely honest, the past few days of trying to do like creative writing work, book work, I never really know what to call it, but the last few days, being completely honest, I have really just struggled with it. I think the reason why is because I've been doing this brain dump, like I've got a whole brain dump document, and then I've got a beat sheet, and I've been trying to like figure things out for nothing but everything to hide. The brain dump, it's literally just a ton of ideas, like scene ideas, plot ideas, everything like that, character ideas, everything like that, and it's not organised. It's just a hot mess, and I think that's where the problem that I'm having is coming from, because all of those thoughts are not organised whatsoever. And so from that I've been trying to work on a beat sheet, but like my brain dump thoughts are not organised, and so that's the problem that I'm facing at the moment. I just want to be completely transparent with everyone. Yeah, that's the current problem that I'm having, and so I think today I'm just gonna try and somewhat organise my brain dump document, and then I can think about working on a beat sheet and other like narrative things, like the 3-act structure, so not just like Save the Cat. I feel like sometimes the Save the Cat structure is quite, what's the word I'm looking for? It can be quite vague. There are other like narrative theories that I want to use to help me with structuring everything for this book. So yeah, I just really need to organise my thoughts, really. Good afternoon everyone. So it is now Thursday the 21st of October, and it is currently about 5 past 1. I don't know what that hand motion was. I've got a big hormonal spot right there. Let's not talk about it. And it is actually very cold today. It's like 10 degrees outside. Sunny, but cold, and it's also very windy. It hammered down with rain last night. I feel like it's been a while since it's rained like that, but today I don't know why I feel so weird. I think it's a mixture of the fact that my day has only just started, also hormones, and just the fact that I also took yesterday off of doing anything, and it kind of worked out very well because I got some distance from my project, and yesterday was just a weird day in general, so it worked out well. But as I said, it was also quite weird. But yes, today the plan is to get back into my brain dump, because I think the last time I actually talked was me talking about my brain dump and needing to organise it. I still need to organise it because, being completely honest, yes, I did start organising it, but I just didn't get very far with it because I think I've just been doing a lot of work recently, like creative writing work. I feel like it just got to a point where I was like too in my head with it. I am going to show you like the progress that I've made so far with it. So yeah, this is the current state of my bed. I'm just gonna sort this out a minute because I need space. And yeah, the majority of this stack here is all of my stuff for nothing but everything to hide. If you've been watching my videos for like a really long time, you probably know that I love this method of like figuring things out. This is how I tried to organise my brain dump, and I actually took a picture of what I did the other day. So if I go onto my photos, I can see the kind of the layout of all of the pieces of papers and like where the gaps are as well, because I tried to do it by act. I'm just gonna get on with it, I think. Good evening, everyone. So it is now Saturday the 23rd of October. It's about 5 to 10 at night. Oh, I'm wearing my big red jumper because it's that time of year where it's getting cold. It's literally 11 degrees out right now, and while I love it, I don't think I quite realised how much I feel the cold. Anyway, I don't know what I'm talking about. But basically, I have been putting this off all day, just picking up the camera and talking about what is going on at the moment, because for the last couple of days, I haven't done any writing or anything like that because my boyfriend has been here and now he is back at home pretty much, but at the moment he is actually at the cinema with his mate. Which is why I'm like gonna be awake for like another couple of hours and at my desk, most likely. But there is another big reason why I just haven't been writing recently and why it's kind of tapered off this week. One, because I've just been feeling like very weird mentally. It's kind of to do with writing, but also it's affecting the rest of my life as well, and it's just been really weird. Like, I think the main issue that I'm having is just my hormones, as you might be able to tell. Yes, hormonal spots. I mean, I've got one also up here as well, which is hidden by my glasses, luckily, when I wear them, because of all of this hormonal stuff going on right now. I have just been struggling to write. I've just been struggling to do things in general. This week has just been like because that it is like that time of the month for me. Kind of, I don't want to get into that. This is not what this is about. I'm just at that point where I feel like I'm just having a breakdown, and I'm probably crying because I'm tired, I'm overwhelmed, and I just have like so much going on up in here that I know if I don't talk about it soon, I am just going to be like an aerosol can just about to burst. It's like lighting a flame under an aerosol can. That's not a good thing. I'm just very emotional this week. I have had a really big revelation writing wise, like every single project that I have tried working on, and I think it's the main reason why a lot of the time I will get to a certain part in a project, a certain stage, and I will just sweep it to the side, and it does just make me doubt myself as a writer, as a storyteller. I should probably say, you know, I've just had this massive revelation. I can't speak at the moment, apparently. I only kind of had this revelation recently with all of my writing projects, all of my writing, and it just makes me like feel I'm just never gonna be a writer, and it's really making me doubt myself. What is it called? What's that syndrome called? Imposter syndrome. Like, I'm just feeling that imposter syndrome really bad at the moment with my writing, and it's the first time that, you know, I've ever had that feeling, and I don't think people realise just how debilitating it can be and how bad it can be, like, in general. As you can tell, I'm an absolute wreck, but I have kind of explained, you know, why I'm crying right now. And the funny thing is, I never used to get this feeling, you know, I never used to get that imposter syndrome, but now I'm getting it pretty hard. And I think, basically, I should have probably explained, but the revelation that I've had is that I feel like I'm very good, you know, when it comes to writing and storytelling. I'm good at all of the external things, but when it comes to, you know, like the plot and settings and everything like that, everything external, I feel like I'm good at. But when it comes to the internal part, that's the part that I struggle with when it comes to creating a character and their beliefs and their wants and needs. The complexities of a character and characters is the hardest part for me. No, I feel like just no one else talks about this, because I've never seen anyone talk about it online, but it's a part that I struggle with, and I think it's because I've got a lot of my own internal shit to deal with, and I've just kept putting it off because I just want to focus on the things that make me happy, and I was not planning on having a full breakdown, but it's just like, how can I create a complex character that I know all of the intricacies about when I don't even know half of my complex issues and intricate bits, you know? I'm just finding things incredibly difficult right now, and I'm just an absolute mess. And now I know why I kind of put this off. It's because I knew that it didn't matter when I sat myself down, set the camera up. I just knew whenever I set myself up to film, I would end up crying, which is why I thought of talking about this. And now I'm incredibly hot because I'm wearing a long sleeve pyjama top and a red jumper. I feel like I should probably like get a tissue, and I just think I need an early night. Good afternoon, everyone. So it's now Thursday the 18th of November. It has been a while since I last vlogged, and obviously there's a very good reason for that, and I think you'll probably just know right off the bat anyway, you know, why I haven't. Because let's face it, this year has been a bit of a shit show when it's come to my writing, and I've been really struggling with a lot of my projects. Like all of my projects this year I've just really struggled with. I only figured out why back in July. Did not mean for that to rhyme. I've just been struggling a lot with, you know, character development, which I did figure out in July, and I did kind of start working on because it was Camp NaNoWriMo and it just felt right for me to do that. But I'm gonna be completely honest, I've just been in a funk this entire year when it's come to writing, and I've just kind of been like all over the place. Like I've started projects and then stopped, and it's just this constant like start and stop thing going on with my writing, and no, it's not good, and it's not even something that I've tried to work on because I've just been focused on other things. I have just really struggled with writing this year, and I think that's definitely evident in this writing vlog. You know, I did like some writing work at the beginning of this vlog, and then it just tapered off, and I slowly got more and more emotional because of it, and just a lot of other things going on in my life. That tends to be like the trend, like the pattern with everything. Like I'll start off strong and then it'll just taper off, and I will stop doing as much because of my inability to like develop a character. Not even inability, it's just like I don't want to, and it is incredibly frustrating. At the moment I'm just finding it incredibly difficult to, you know, get back into the swing of things when like I'm really struggling to keep on top with my YouTube stuff. I literally went on a hiatus to get some writing done, then shit happened in the last 2 weeks, but the first 2 weeks I was able to write like perfectly. I say write, you know, it was more like brainstorming and everything in the first 2 weeks, but then the second 2 weeks just nothing happened, and I was back to preparing for my YouTube channel again. I am yet again behind. I really need to like try and get on top of things, but I don't know why. I'm struggling with everything at the moment, but like at the moment I'm feeling a lot better, kind of, but I'm also incredibly like tired and stressed, and so writing has been like my last priority. I've just got so many other things going on in my life, and I've just realised this struggle didn't really kick in until I finished college. Like honestly, I feel like when I was at college I was like on top of everything, and then when I finished everything just kind of went to shit, and I'm still trying to pick up the pieces like 6 months later, 5 months later rather, and it's just like I'm still adjusting to just everything at the moment. I'm struggling to find a routine, and I really rely on a routine. I don't know what it is. Like I'm struggling with everything, and writing is one of those things. There's just not much I can do about that, but I do want things to get better, and they will. It's just gonna take time, and it's just gonna take like a lot of patience from me. I don't know, I just think that everything at the moment like all up in the air. Even though I really just want to get back into things, I know that I can't just suddenly just jump back into everything. I just have to like work my way into a new schedule and a new routine, and I do think that that will all kind of just start to figure itself out next year when I can just be a bit more open about things and everything like that. But I do miss writing a lot. I don't really know what I'm trying to say. It's just that, you know, I miss writing and I want to get back into it, and I know I will. I know things will eventually work themselves out, and I just have to trust that. and sort of go with the flow a bit more, and you know, everything's gonna be okay. But this vlog has gone on long enough. I feel like I've done a lot of talking, so I'm gonna leave this here. I hope you somewhat enjoyed this. I'm kind of hoping to do like a November writing vlog, but obviously it's like the 18th, so I'm not sure how that's gonna go, if I even start that and actually get back into writing or not. I don't know. I guess we will see how it goes. I guess I'll give it a go, and yeah. But that's going to be it for this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Also, make sure to subscribe down below and ding the bell to be notified for every single time I upload. And yeah, that's going to be it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!